1. Applying by phone. Dialogue 1. Hello, this is Mr. Warren's office.
May I speak to Miss Lily Carley, please?
This is Lily Carley speaking.
Oh, good morning, Miss Carley. I'm phoning to inquire about your advertisement for a secretary.
Oh, thank you for your interest. May I have your name, please?
Yes, my name is Xiaoling.
Fine, I'll send you an application form. Please complete it and bring it with you when you come for an interview. When can you come for an interview?
Well,
could you come next Thursday at 3 o'clock?
Okay, 3 o'clock next Thursday.
Dialogue 2.
Hello, this is Better English.
Hello, this is Lucy. I'm applying for the position of English teacher.
Okay, may I have your full name, please?
Of course. My name is Lucy Brown.
All right. What is your major in college?
I major in English.
Have you any work experience in this field?
I've just graduated from university. Though I have no experience in this field, I'm willing to learn.
That would be fine, but we prefer a skilled one. Thank you all the same.
Two. Opening remarks. Dialogue 1.
Come in. Name and examination number, please.
My name is Li Ming, and the number is 26.
Glad to meet you. My name is Mike Anderson, the personnel manager. Have your seat.
Thank you.
Okay, which position do you apply for?
Computer programmer.
Why do you apply for it?
I'm interested in it and have 2 years' experience in this field.
Would you give me a general description of your present job?
Okay, I'm in charge of all the network of a privately owned enterprise.
Dialogue 2. Good afternoon. I'm Wang Fang. I come here at your invitation for an interview.
Good afternoon. I'm Susan, the personnel manager. Glad to meet you.
Glad to meet you too. I plan to apply for the position of QC inspector. I'm sure that I'm competent to meet the requirements that you have specified.
Well, what qualifications have you got?
I have the educational background and relevant experience required by the job. I once worked as a QC inspector in a Sino-American company for 5 years.
How come you want to work in our company?
It is the location of your company that has attracted me most. I will take a job closer. Three. Applying for a secretary. Dialogue 1.
I see from your letter of application that you've had quite a lot of experience as a secretary.
You're right. I worked in my previous company for over 6 years.
Why did you leave that company?
It went bankrupt 2 months ago because of the financial crisis.
I see. Perhaps you could tell me what sort of qualities you have.
Do well in the shorthand and typing. Also be able to handling report writing summaries, keeping minutes at meetings, and so on. Dialogue 2.
Have you brought your curriculum vitae with you?
Yes, here it is.
It seems you've little experience in secretarial work.
I've just graduated from university. I can't say I'm very much experienced in this field, but nothing is too difficult for a diligent student.
Have you studied any secretarial course?
Yes, I've taken such courses as secretarial principles, office administration, business English, public relations, and file keeping.
What are your plans for the future?
I hope to start with an entry-level secretarial position and become an administrative assistant in a few years' time. 4. Applying for a tour guide. Dialogue 1.
What have you done in the past as a tour guide?
After graduation from a tourist school, I signed with the Shenzhou travel agency on a 3-year contract. I showed my clients around in Beijing.
Have you ever sat for the national examinations for tourist guides?
Yes, I have got the qualification certificate.
Have you ever learned any other foreign languages other than English?
Yes, I have learned a little French and Japanese.
You should know to be a guide is a tough job.
Hard but interesting. Dialogue 2.
Why are you interested in working for our travel agency?
I like traveling, and I also like meeting various kinds of people.
What courses have you completed at college?
I have studied economics of tourism, tourist marketing, tourist psychology, tourist culture, tourist etiquette science, guiding methods and techniques, law of tourism, and so on.
What do you think the responsibilities of a tourist guide are?
A tourist guide must be responsible for arranging and coordinating tour activities and offering service of translation, accommodations, sightseeing, shopping, and entertainment. Five. Applying for an air hostess. Dialogue 1.
How tall are you?
My height is 1 meter and 72 centimeters.
What about your eyesight?
I've never had any vision problems since my childhood.
What makes you decide on this type of occupation?
I love the sky. When I was a child, I imagined flying into a blue sky someday. I also like traveling and enjoying working with people.
What are the special features for a stewardess?
Well, a stewardess should be friendly, patient, kind, and polite to passengers.
Do you have these features?
I think I have. Dialogue 2.
Why do you want to be a stewardess?
I've always enjoyed meeting new people and working with others. Traveling to different places and being in new situations seems like an exciting challenge.
What do you consider are the responsibilities for the aircrew?
The main responsibility is to ensure the safety of the passengers in case of an emergency. Other responsibilities include making passengers comfortable and serving meals.
Do you think friendly service is very important for the airline staff?
Definitely. Six. Applying for a hotel staff. Dialogue 1.
Have you had any experience in food and beverage service?
Actually, I have been serving in an international restaurant since I graduated from vocational high school.
Could you tell me something about restaurant service?
Yes. Food and beverage service includes accepting reservations, giving information about restaurant hours, taking orders, recommending food to customers, as well as presenting bills.
Suppose a guest wants to change the order after a course has been served. What should you do?
It depends. If it is the waiter who makes the mistake, I'll take the course away immediately. But if the guest ordered it and then forgot about it, the course can't be exchanged once it has been served. This is a common rule. Dialogue 2.
Do you think the hotel facilities and service is a kind of commodity? Why?
Yes, it is a special kind of goods sold by a hotel to its guests. It provides for guests all kinds of services, with its tangible facilities and space and its intangible time and labor.
Can you say something about the importance of hotel service quality?
Yes. Service quality determines a hotel's reputation.
Reputation is as precious as one's life. Service quality is inseparable from reputation.
What do you think is the trend of changes in the future hotels?
Things will be developing toward 5C. Those are chain in hotel operation, combination in service levels, character in hotel design, computer in hotel management, and competition in markets. Seven. Applying for a manager assistant. Dialogue 1.
Please tell me something about your working experience.
From 2003 to 2008, I got a job in the sales department of a trading company. I started as a sales representative. 3 years later, I was promoted to the position of sales manager.
Good. Can you tell me why you plan to quit being a sales manager and to work here as my assistant? Don't you like your present job?
Yes, I like it. But the company I work for now is doing domestic business. My specialized field is foreign trade, and these years I've been looking for a chance to develop my abilities.
This position needs high qualifications. Do you think you're competent for that?
Sure, otherwise I won't come here. I've included my working experience in the resume. Here it is. I've brought other necessary documents too.
Well, let me see. Would you mind taking a cup of tea and waiting for a few minutes?
Not at all. Take your time. Dialogue 2.
From your resume, I know you worked in ABC Company for quite a long time.
Yes, I stayed with them for 8 years.
Did you enjoy working there?
Yes, I started as an office clerk and became a department manager 3 years later. About 2 years ago, I was appointed assistant to the general manager.
What did you exactly do in that position?
Well, I assisted the general manager with his work in many ways. Sometimes I presided over meetings or took part in some social activities in his name. I was also in charge of making credit inquiries, approving payment terms, and things like that.
I can see you did quite a lot of work, so I don't quite understand why you left the post.
I never easily give up something that is valuable. Before I quit that job, I had made a thorough analysis of things like what I would gain and what I would lose. I have the necessary experience of making a good assistant to the investment manager. Eight. Applying for trading staff. Dialogue 1.
Please tell me about your education.
I just graduated from University of International Business and Economics. I majored in international trade.
What courses have you taken?
Many, I just tell you several randomly. The courses I took included international marketing, international business management, foreign trade practice, foreign trade correspondence, foreign exchange, international law of commerce, etc.
Maybe you could tell me what certificates of technical qualifications you've received.
I've obtained an export sales staff's qualification certificate and a business English certificate.
What attracted you to this job?
Your business model and corporate philosophy. I've been searching for a long while to find a company like yours. As I'm interested in e-commerce, I think it's a best choice to develop my ability in your company.
You really have an eye for your future career plan.
Dialogue 2.
What is the first thing to do in the international trade?
As a buyer, we first have to make an inquiry. As a seller, we have to make an offer.
As a buyer, what are you most capable of?
I'm capable of buying. I used to be a buyer for a big trade company.
What was your chief responsibility of your job?
There I took in charge of sourcing, price negotiation, and supplier management on the telephone and mobile.
Have you traveled a lot in your work?
Yes, I have traveled many times abroad, such countries as Australia, New Zealand, France, Switzerland, Germany, and Sweden. Nine. Applying for a teacher. Dialogue 1.
What's your major?
I major in English education.
Have you ever been an English teacher?
Yes, I was an English teacher in a senior middle school in 2004, and I taught students in grade 2. I also taught English for kids in my part-time at the same time.
Do you think you can make your students like your class?
Yes, I will try my best to help every one of my students, and I believe they like my classes.
Do you think you can be responsible for 20 classes a week?
No problem. Dialogue 2.
What's your attitude about the present teaching method in the middle school?
I think this would do more harm than good. Maybe we all realized a phenomenon that is, for most subjects, teachers always talk too much, but students just listen and take notes. This lecture method is poor. As this is an evil of long standing, it's difficult to change it.
How will you do for that?
I think teachers just are directors. They should give scope to the students' initiative and creativeness, instead of taking their rights away from speaking. So maybe it's better to divide students into groups and ask them to generate their own ideas actively.
Why do you think it is better?
It can help develop the problem-solving ability of students. Ten. Applying for a nurse. Dialogue 1.
Now tell me something about your professional education.
I graduated from the nursing school of Beijing Medical University. The nursing school offered such professional courses as nursing science, nursing psychology, nursing ethics, internal medicine and its nursing, surgery and its nursing, pediatrics and its nursing, traditional Chinese medicine, acupuncture.
What do you think of the qualifications for being a nurse?
I think it should be responsibility, skill, patience, quietness.
What are the wards in which you have worked?
I have worked both in the medical wards and surgical wards. Dialogue 2.
What were you responsible for?
I was responsible for clinical nursing of patients in internal medicine division. My responsibilities included taking histories, keeping charts, giving injections, administering medication, testing temperature and blood pressure, preparing patients for treatments, changing sheets, and quits.
Can you communicate with patients in English? We need such nurses. She must speak English well.
I think I can. I have had such working experience when I worked in UFH Hospital of Beijing. (11) Applying for an architect. Dialogue 1. Why do you think you are qualified for this post?
My major is architecture, and I have some related working experience.
What kind of experience do you have?
From 2006, I have been serving as an architect in the Venki Real Estate Development Corp.
What did you mainly do in your work?
I was mainly responsible for the blueprint of residents' community there.
What is your technical title now?
I just received the qualification certificate months ago. I'm a senior design engineer now.
Dialogue 2. What kind of work were you responsible for in the past employment?
I was mainly engaged in designing industrial construction projects. For example, I participated in designing the number 3 passenger terminal of Capital International Airport.
Are you able to design the multi-floor industrial building?
Yes, if I'm given enough information and all the designing requirements are clear and definite.
What is the deepest feeling you have as an architect?
Just like a famous person said, an architect must know the truth that 1 + 1 = 2, but also has to learn to think that 1 and 1 doesn't make 2.
Applying for an IT manager. Dialogue 1. Do you have any IT qualifications?
Yes, I studied computer science in Tsinghua University, and I got an MS degree. I majored in computer science.
Do you have any work experience?
Yeah, after I did my MS degree, I began to work for IBM.
What are you adept at?
I'm adept at data warehouse, data processing, SQL Server, Lotus Notes, and Power Builder.
Can you be responsible for monitoring technical design, developing and maintaining the database?
I have confidence in that. For the past 2 years, I've been working as a project manager for IBM.
Dialogue 2. Tell me something about your work experience in IT, please.
I have 3 years of experience working in the IT industry.
Have you ever designed any programs concerning database?
Yes, I designed some program for the system of workflow.
If you were appointed to a database programmer, what would you do in your opinion?
I would be responsible for writing computer program, developing block diagrams, utilizing available software and operation systems, and coding machine instructions, writing machine instructions, testing, debugging, and assembling program, and so on.
Which programming languages are you familiar with?
Visual Basic, Java, Extensible Markup Language, and SAP Report Language.
Applying for a bank clerk. Dialogue 1.
Do you like working with figures?
Yes, I like. I'm good at math at school.
Do you like meeting the public?
Yes, I enjoy meeting new faces every day.
Are you sure you can be a successful cashier?
I'm sure. You know, my major was statistics, and I got excellent records in all of the courses I had taken.
Can you express yourself in good banking English?
Yes, there is no problem for me to talk with customers in English. Dialogue 2.
How long have you been working at that bank?
I have been working in the bank since 2004.
Why do you think you are qualified for the job?
I think I have a precise attitude, which is very important for a bank clerk.
And the post requires frequent communication with clients. What about your communication skills and client-serving senses?
I think I have these two abilities.
Have you heard that a cashier embezzled $50,000 from the bank and run away? What do you think of it?
I think this kind of thing indicates the cashier is not responsible for his work. His mistakes absolutely can be attributed to the personal character. Applying for a salesman. Dialogue 1. Do you have any experience with sales work?
Yes, I worked for ABC Company, a foreign trade company, for nearly 2 years, where I established business ties with several firms.
What do you exactly do at that company?
Yeah, visiting customers, dispatch consignments, and things like that.
Can you work in English?
Yes, I can speak fluent English.
Dialogue 2. Are you familiar with the export trade of cotton yarn?
Certainly, I have worked in the export department of a textile and garment company for 3 years.
Do you think you are qualified for the position of sales management?
Yes, because I held this kind of position before.
You'll have to travel frequently if you accept this position. Are you free to go on business trip?
No problem. I enjoy traveling, especially the chances to go abroad to deal with export business.
(15) Applying for a journalist. Dialogue 1. How much do you know about our newspaper?
The character of the Wall Street Journal is fresh ideas and profound comments. There are so many famous journalists in your newspaper office.
Can you work under pressure? You know, people working here are all very busy every day, as we're a daily newspaper.
I think I get used to work under pressure. I will adjust myself to the step of your newspaper quickly.
By the way, have you had any publications?
I used to review for the National Herald, Asia Financial.
Dialogue 2. Why do you want to be a journalist?
Well, I have always enjoyed writing since my childhood, and when I thought about how to use this side of my personality, I decided to become a journalist.
Do you think you have strong communicative ability?
Yes, I'm pleased to communicate with others. In university, I was the chairman of the Students' Union in Journalism Department, which all developed my expressive ability and my communicative skills.
Do you think you can travel around and make reports?
Yes, I'm young and strong, and I like traveling. I'm sure I can report true and fresh news.
(16) Accepting the offer. Dialogue 1.
Hello, this is Jack. Is that Mary?
Yes, this is Mary speaking.
I just want to get you know we made an offer to you. I emailed the offer to you as well. You can let me know within a week if you will accept our offer.
Thank you. I'll go through it and let you know soon.
We do hope you get on board with us.
Thank you for everything. Dialogue 2.
From your resume, I think your work experience is exactly what we are looking for. Quite impressive.
Well, thank you.
You have been in this field for 5 years, haven't you?
More or less.
Would you like to work for our firm?
Yes, I'm looking forward to this exciting opportunity.
Okay, that settles it then. Welcome to the firm. I'm sure you will like working here.
Thank you again.
You can start work from today.
Can I? That's incredible. (17) Inquiring by phone. Dialogue 1. This is Mary. I'm just calling to see if you have made any decision concerning the position.
Sorry, we haven't made the decision yet.
Do you have any idea when you might arrive at a decision?
We will let you know probably next Friday. I hope to give you the positive reply.
Okay. I'm willing to wait until you come to a decision. Dialogue 2.
Hello, Personnel Department, please.
Hello, this is Wang Li. I want to know what the status of the position is.
Sorry, I can't give you an immediate answer.
Well, when will you let me know the result?
You will be hearing from us before next Wednesday. By the way, Shall we notify you by email or by phone?
You'd better do it by phone.
All right, you will hear from us soon.
Thank you. I'll be looking forward to your call. Discussing the commencement. Dialogue 1.
What date can you start to work?
I'll go and quit my job in the ABC company. How about early next month?
That'll do. Please come in on February 5th. Working hours are from 9 to 12 in the morning and from 1 to 5 in the afternoon.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you on February 5th then. It will be a pleasure to have you here. When you come, ask for Linda, okay?
That's all right. Thank you. I'm sure I'll enjoy working here too.
I hope so. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Dialogue 2. How long is the trial period?
It depends. Yours is 3 months, and during this period, you are half paid.
And then what?
Raises are given after 3 months probation period, according to your performance.
When will you make me sign the contract?
If you work all right in the 3 months, you will be put on the permanent payroll and be asked to sign the contract.
Okay, I see.
You'll be covered by our medical plan while on duty.
Well, I see it.
The company will cover a reasonable number of sick days. Have you read the other terms of the contract?
Yes, I noticed an item about flexible time. Is that a possibility for me?
Yes, but you must discuss the details with your manager